50 million speakers, and Japanese rank 11 with around 75 million speakers. That's why Japanese is one of the 20 ranked languages in the world. And then now I would like to present Indonesia's unique characteristic. We have around 17,000 islands as an archipelagic country, and then but only 1/3 is land, and then around 2/3 is sea. And then we have around 230 million population, and more than 520 ethnic groups, more than 700 local languages, and 737 indigenous languages. That's based on IDC 2006. But the other, the urban density is 11 to 25%, and rural density is around 0.2%, and around 2/3 without phones. That's why we have a kind of program that every village have one phone at least for the was 1 to 3 years, and then in the next 10 years we have every villages have internet. That's our program. And then special in languages in Indonesia, there are 17 languages family in the world, and 12% what language is in Indonesia. And then based on SIL, we have 726 local languages. And then there's a second rank as language diversity laboratory in the world after Papua New Guinea, that has around 867 languages. And then this is the distribution of local language in Indonesia. If we see from the west to east, in the west we have total languages less than in the east, but the population in the east are less than in the west. And we have 13 biggest local languages with more than 1 million speakers: Japanese, Sundanese, Malay, Maduris, Minangkabau, Batak, etc. until Rejang. That's the area where the local languages located. And then between the 13 biggest languages is still debatable, because we have Malay language that has not been comprehensively researched or handled. For example, in SIL research, there are several Malay language versions, for example like this. And then if we counted all of Malay languages variations, maybe one of the biggest mother language in the world.
Sincere thanks to IDRC and Panlocalization project. And similarly, I'd like to express my gratitude to DIT, Government of Bhutan, and to all their staffs for their excellent management and very, very warm hospitality. And the population of Nepal is almost 25 million. And the interesting thing is that within that 25 million population, there are almost 60 different castes and ethnic groups, and they speak more than 90 types of language. And out of that 90 languages, only 5 of them have scripts. Others don't have that. And as you know, Nepali is the national language, High-level Commission for Information Technology, which is an apex body formed under the chairmanship of the Prime Minister, has undertaken a number of initiatives aimed at facilitating localization of IT in the country. HLCIT formed a steering committee to promote use of Nepali language in information technology. Kathmandu University have been actively engaged in promoting use of Nepali language in IT by developing a number of resources in localization arena. That committee on Nepali language has developed the glossary of 2,300 technical words related to computers into Nepali.
Background: Urdu is the official language as well as the national language of Pakistan. It's spoken and understood by more than 75% of the population. And Urdu was planned to be the official language according to the Constitution. 92% of the population currently does not speak English or does not understand English. And Pakistan has about 58 major languages as per the definition, and overall about 69 languages, and according to some other sources there are several other languages, but what we have as an official number is 69. Some background about the literacy rates in the country. Overall literacy rate is 44%. It is if we in the urban areas it is 63%, in the rural areas 34%. The male literacy is higher than the literacy among the female population, and again higher in urban areas versus rural areas. Just a little bit.
First of all, I'd like to thank the organizers, the Panlocalization project, DIT, IDRC, for inviting me today. I think you will find that I'm a square peg in a round hole in this meeting, which is normal for me because in CICT, I am the guy who handles ICT and education, and I usually attend education conferences, and they're shocked that there's an ICT person in the education conference. Today, the presentation, I think, is a bit out of tune with the rest, for the simple reason that basic localization is not an issue in the Philippines. And I will try and elaborate on that and why that is so. That may be for good and bad reasons, and I'll let you find out for yourselves. First, something about the Philippines. Like Indonesia, it's an archipelago. It can be considered Indonesia-light, where we have 1,700 islands, Indonesia 17,000. By using the parity, purchasing power parity, we're the 24th according to the World Bank in 2004 in the world, and using the Global Competitiveness Index, which government is very worried about these days, we are 71st, doing better than last year where we ranked 76th.